Welcome to today's video as a recording of this Monday, October 7th, 2024. I had to kind of think there for a second because of all the deals going on, all the sales happening. Today is day 2 for Circle Week, day 1 for Kohl's big 3 days of deals. We're going to get into all this, and then tomorrow is Prime Day, which I believe is the 8th and the 9th. But first, we're going to stop at Target, check out the deal of the day, and yeah, see what else is happening as far as day 2 at Circle Week. And just kind of a check-in over here. This was our usual open. You know, we would open the video over here. They had the kind of gazebo set up. Now in fall, they ripped it down in summer. It's completely open, the open concept. They put out these benches. Like, this is the final. See the hounds over there. This is the final look. So this is the new norm over here, right off the side of Mr. Fox, who is sporting a fall hat. I don't know how Mr. Fox actually feels about that, how others feel about Mr. Fox's hat, but nonetheless, every fox in the area is sporting the hat. So you're not the only one, Mr. Fox. Today is day 2 for Circle Week at Target. Kohl's is running some huge deals. Amazon tomorrow. This is kind of the pre-Black Friday, I guess. It's going to be a busy shopping week. And going on through Saturday, Circle Week, deals on thousands of items. Today, there's going to be a deal of the day every day. Today is the vacuum, the Dyson vacuum, $150 off. The Dyson V8 from $429 to $279.99. I actually kind of considered this. I'm a big fan of the stick vacuums. I did notice that this morning, and then it's like a Keurig for $49.99. But every day they're going to have something different going on, and then kind of a little preview 10/9, like what to expect with some of the sales. And I think the biggest one, I did see a TV earlier. I just scrolled past it, but there is a Westinghouse TV. Oh, here we go. On the 11th, so got 58-inch 4K LED Roku TV. So yeah, a lot of deals every day. It's just something to check out as Circle Week continues. And we have Bullseye here going deals number 1, 7 days, big deals. Something to monitor is the sweatshirts, sweaters, bottoms, 30% off. But the graphic tees, I kind of stated that I wasn't gonna, really interested in picking up any more graphic tees. We're into fall, kind of the lawn sleeve t-shirt or the sweatshirts. But maybe they will have a deal later on in the week for the graphic tees. And yeah, I might pick up a couple if the price is right. Kind of a Bob Barker there, but yeah, maybe a couple of Marvels if they're going to give out some amazing deals, because I see a lot of people buying graphic tees in fall. Not in Wisconsin. The work pants running through the 12th. Actually might come back here in a couple of days. Why wouldn't I buy it today? I'll get to that. I'm all about billing cycles. I kind of need a couple more days. Actually might pick up a pair of pants. Usually they're $34.99. Take 30% off of that. Not a bad deal. I think we'll be back before the 12th. Take advantage of the pants. Yeah, even an Ace Ventura Pet Detective shirt. It's just something about Jim Carrey. TLC. It's a nostalgia. Like loving. Nostalgia overload. Tupac. And they have the Target Circle deals advertising on the TVs right now. It's a nice touch. Yeah, just impulse buys central. It's my buddy Mendez. Okay, so you spend $40 or more, you get $10 at Circle. You spend $75 or more, you get $20. How's it a lie?
Can I mess up the video?
Did you get anything new? Did you get the Batman animated series McFarlane's in yet? With the Christmas Joker?
We got a bunch of stuff in over the weekend.
Okay, Mendez just told me that a bunch of new stuff came in. Now, we were here yesterday morning, so some point between when we were here and sometime today, we might come across something that we didn't see yesterday, but right now, I mean, I think the incentive for the toys is spend 40, get 10, spend 75, get 20. That's pretty much gonna stay all week. I don't know if there's gonna be anything different, but clothing, maybe. Actually, I gotta look at the Arcade1up. I don't know if that counts as a toy. We'll have to see if we have that kind of circle deal for Arcade1up. If I just click on, we'll just pick a neutral one. We'll go NFL Blitz. Not seeing. Okay, so that doesn't work for Arcade1up. It works for toys. It's just not counting. And another reason that if somebody says these Arcade1ups are toys, just say no, they're not, because not only does Kohl's not take the coupon, neither does Target. So this doesn't apply to the Arcade1up. Therefore, it's not a toy. Now, it is really picked over here. They either sold a ton of stuff first day and a half of Circle Week, or they're moving everything. They're moving everything to maybe a clearance spot. What's over here? Or an actual kind of, we've been at Targets where they have like the collector spot where we'll have like the geek fallout, like kind of their own aisle instead of in the back over here. So maybe this is going to change. They're going to move it, or it will be in the clearance. But I'm just seeing if there's anything new over here that Mendez was talking about, but I'm not seeing anything different than what we saw yesterday. And these aren't the new animated series. This is the previous wave. We don't see any of the next one. And I love that Michael Keaton is still here at $4.89, 30% off clearance. I can't take any more Batman right now. Be interested to see how long that sticks around. How many people are actually on the hunt? It's a great price. Not the best deals on some of these controllers. You can get $20 off on here, but there's times where really, I mean, you're taking $5 off. Oh, the Westinghouse 43. Remember when we picked that up and I returned it? They do have a deal running for $189.99. I want to say that I got that for about $120. So you're just kind of comparing previous Circle Week to this week. It's a little bit higher. I guess waiting till the end, maybe some of these prices actually go a little bit lower. Okay, not exactly what we were looking for in terms of, I mean, finding the toys. I think in the next week, 2 weeks, there's going to be a lot more stuff as we get closer, obviously, to November, to Black Friday. But the Arcade1up, there's really no incentive on going to Target to pick it up. But there is a place that we're going to next that, gosh, even I am sitting here all day. I've been thinking about this, that maybe, actually, dare I say, pull the trigger at Kohl's. We'll head over there. Just telling Mr. Fox, Super Mr. Fox, that right down there. I know you guys kind of, when no one's looking, I know all the foxes are running wild over here, that he wasn't the only one wearing the fall hat. For a second, I thought somebody was sitting on this bike just watching us have a conversation. Every fox in the area is wearing the fall hat. So don't feel like you're on an island. Throughout the parking lot, all the stores, every fox, and I know you're getting the good look here, they're wearing the exact same hat. What do you think of Circle Week so far? Kohl's is beating out Target today, and it's going to change every day. Today being the first day of 3 for the deals. So you're watching this video and you say, I missed out. I didn't get the incentives. They'll be back tomorrow. I'm just not sure what incentives, what deals will be back. I missed out on the Kohl's Cash. Yesterday, the 6th, it ended. They're giving 10 for every 50. I was kind of thinking, do I get Shack Jam? Ended up getting Golden Tee XL Midway, saying, I'll come back. I didn't want that selling out at Costco. Today, it's a whole new day of deals, and kind of works out a little bit better for me. I don't know if I'm going to pick up Shack Jam. I'm really thinking about it, and it's something that I'm going to decide at the end of the night. I'm going to kind of lay it all out there, what they're offering as of today. The reason why I went to Costco yesterday and picked up Golden Tee XL is in Wisconsin. They are completely selling out. I had to go to a warehouse an hour and a half away from me. Otherwise, there were a couple display units, but they weren't discounted. And we saw yesterday how that display unit kind of was, you know, the logo was just kind of hanging around there. It wasn't turning on. It was just kind of stuck. And that's kind of my fear of getting a display unit. It's not going to be exactly how it's going to come out of the box. And it kind of took priority over getting Shack Jam at Kohl's with the Kohl's Cash. But today, it's like the Kohl's Cash is back, but it's rewards. And it kind of works out because you get all of it at once instead of having to spend the Kohl's Cash in 10 days and then, you know, in a month, a couple of weeks, get the rest of the balance and spend it then. This time, you still have to wait a couple of weeks, maybe a month, but you get it all at once. I don't know, it's like the iArcade deal. It's just like buying direct. It's confusing. It's if you do it this way, if you do it that way, you know, you'll save if you get it direct. Same with Kohl's. Like, there's all these like loopholes on how do you get the stinking Kohl's Cash, how do you get the rewards. With this one, there's no surprises. If I buy something today, I get triple the rewards. The sun is just like setting in like the worst spot. So any other time with your Kohl's card, it's 7.5%, but today, and it could carry on the next day or two. I mean, who knows what the next, you know, the state day 2 of their 3-day sale is gonna be, but right now it's triple that. Okay, so Kohl's Reward exclusive perk. Members earn 3 times rewards store-wide. Now there's not a date that it ends, so maybe this carries on for the 3 full days. I am gonna ask a team member how long this is good for. There is a $10 off on home if you spend 50 or more, and I think there's a deal on toys, maybe 25%, but none of this applies to Arcade1up, but this does. I have good news, it goes till Wednesday, so we have 3 days. This is awesome, because we can talk about it, we can lay it out, I can lay out the case here. So if you spend anything, use your Kohl's card, you get 22.5% in rewards. Now, it's not a true 22.5, I'll get to that. If you don't have a Kohl's card, if you just use your credit card, cash, or debit, it's 5% times 3, so it's 15% rewards versus the 22.5. And if you're not looking for electronics, if you're not looking, you know, for the premium electronics, it's $10 off when you spend 50 or more on a home purchase. So anything in this area, take an extra 25% off with a coupon, as long as it's not, you know, the Nike, the Under Armour. And then there is a coupon code. I thought I saw something online. If you, I'll look on the phone in a second, but there is, the 25% is just pretty much showing up everywhere except for, you know, the major brands. There's 30% off, and then of course 3 times the reward. So this is, at least this isn't just a 24-hour deal, and it gives us time to kind of contemplate on making a huge decision, purchase ahead of Black Friday, knowing that you're going to get a ton of points and you can use them all at once. Okay, members earn 3 times the rewards. Take an extra $10 off. We've covered this on the home purchase, $50 or more. Take an extra $25 off your toys purchase. So this is what I was thinking of $100 or $10 or $50. Code buy toys. Now this doesn't work for Arcade1up, so again, it's not a toy. Also an extra 15% if you text shop15 to 56457 to get started. Probably doesn't work on, you know, the major brands, but yeah, a ton of incentives. 3 days of deals featuring today only deals you don't want to miss. So when I saw this, and then I saw up here, sign in, join, you know, I kind of looked at this like it's today only because you see this, but no, it runs through Wednesday. And I did put Shack Jam in my cart just to kind of show you what's going to come up here. So we're seeing the price is $699.99. Again, completely crazy. But because I'm using the card, it should say the rewards right here. So $157.50. Now remember, it's increments of $5. It says it right here. So it's going to be $155. You're going to lose that $250. Like, they kind of throw that in there. It's, I don't know if it's a marketing tactic, but you get it all at once. It's not like they're going to give us that 140 Kohl's cash, and then we got to wait a couple of weeks, and then we get the balance. We get the $52.50, really 50, and then you got to kind of use it on something else. But yeah, so spend $587 to get my next $5 reward. But if I bought this, I mean, this is what I'd be getting. It's tempting. But unfortunately, none of the coupons that we just covered will go towards an Arcade1up. Okay, 22.5% times $6.99, and I kept, spending out $157.50, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what they're giving us. I mean, technically, we would have got more with the Kohl's cash and then the rewards, but it would have been two different purchases. And it's just kind of like, when that happens and you get that extra 50 later on, you're penny pinching. You're like, well, I don't really want, I already spent a ton of money. Now I got to find something. It's easier to just, give us the entire amount. And I wish that's how it worked. If they're going to give you rewards and Kohl's cash every time you make a purchase, they should just give it to us all at once. Even if we have to wait a couple of weeks, that's fine. Just don't break it up. It's super confusing. I don't know what deals they're going to have Black Friday. I'm sure similar things. It's not like they're going to just be giving away Arcade1ups, but looking at Golden Axe, $4.99 and then 22.5%. Now I couldn't find At Games yesterday, and I can't find it today, and I'm wondering if it's because they're giving away. It doesn't make sense because of the Kohl's cash, but 2 days in a row now, nothing from At Games is showing up. The ALP isn't showing up. The Micro, the Legends Ultimate. I don't know if they have there's just a controller that they sell here. I can't remember offhand, but just looking at Adam's Family for roughly $16.95, $16.98, maybe it's $15.98, not showing up. So I don't know if it's another glitch or after the Kohl's cash ended. Because I thought I did look yesterday. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's not showing up. So there's no At Games incentive for shopping at Kohl's this week. Look at, they got Christmas ornaments out already. Actually, I missed out on, there was something that I saw last year, and I waited, and when I went to look for it again, it was gone. And if I see it, look at the Clark Kent, Superman, classic Batman and Robin crawling up the building, Spider-Man, got Raphael, it's Jurassic Park. I don't have power going on. I did pick up the mark, so this is cool. The Hallmark keepsake that were kind of wave one, we stopped there, I think it was in July. Now they're showing up at Kohl's, so if you missed out on some of that. Also, keep your eye on Kohl's. Maybe that Optimus Prime Hot Wheels shows up. There's no telling what any of these retailers are going to get. I mean, I think finding it at something like Ross is a stretch, like probably impossible. But you might come across it at Kohl's, especially, in the next, I mean, they're kind of gearing up here. The Lego Extravaganza, discover endless ways to play, only at Kohl's. They're probably gearing up. They're probably going to get a lot more toys, and you wonder if we're going to see any countercades. It's kind of when I walked over here. Nothing yet, but they had that stand last year. This cardboard cutout, and that's where all the countercades and countercade head-to-heads were, and not seen them yet. But I'd be surprised if we didn't see any this year. They have the Pac-Man Lego here. Is this the one that we saw at the Lego store? That was like $349. If I'm reading this right, it's $149.99. I'll have to look this up. But if you're in the hunt, I mean, this feels like a return. The way it's kind of taped, but is this the one or is there a different one? This I swear it was maybe $249, $349. I think it's $149 at Kohl's. I mean, we got one countercade. Technically, you could say they're carrying countercades again, almost. And so it's a Lego countercade, kind of. We'll see if we get a stand like these that have Arcade1ups in. Again, unfortunately, just like Arcade1up, the 25 off, the 10 off works for everything with toys except, excludes baby, electronics, meaning Arcade1up novelty gifts, sporting goods, and Lego. So I couldn't find the Pac-Man Lego online. It's just kind of like placed here weird. I swear it was a lot more at the Lego store. I bet you if you come across it, it's $149, and then you get 3 times the rewards. Not you know, I guess that's probably been out for a year, but it's kind of stating that it was at least double that when I first saw that. Fortunately, a cabinet has to go. I mean, we picked up something yesterday, and kind of from here on out, whatever we buy, something has to go. I kind of show you, I guess I will show what cabinet unfortunately will have to be sold. And this is what I was talking about with like Target. Like if they're going to offer some kind of an incentive for the graphic tees, you got 2 for $25 plus the 25% off on top of everything. You get it even lower. We'll see if there's anything that changes at Target. I mean, to be honest, when it comes to the t-shirts, I have a lot more success, more luck getting them at Kohl's than I do at Target. There are some good stuff at Target, but you know, for the clothing, besides like my work pants, I can always find something. So if I'm gonna get anything and I get the Kohl's cash, like I have a general idea, I know what I can use it for. I just don't want to spend too much and then have an abundance of Kohl's cash that I'm just kind of like grabbing things just because I don't want to lose the cash or lose the points. But I do have a jacket picked out that's about 105, maybe 110 after taxes. And then of course, it's getting cold out, like a hooded sweatshirt, maybe a zip up will kind of take care of the 155 that they were going to give me if I did decide today's the day or tomorrow's the day to get Jack. At least I have an idea what I would use that for. I talked about it before. I was going to get, you know, one of these jackets, but a black one. It does have the hood. This one right here it's lined with, I don't know if that's wool, but it's a nice coat. And the more you wash it, it's kind of like, you know, with your jeans, you get that little discoloration, but it's like the black coat. I get about 3-4 years out of them, and yeah, this year it's time for a new one. Tomorrow is the start of another 2 days of huge deals, and we'll get into that. Maybe Kohl's, maybe it beats out Kohl's. Like you just never know. And we kind of have, you know, our way of things right now. It's kind of, you have Target, you have Kohl's, Amazon tomorrow. I didn't even look to see about Walmart. Kind of leave that one out of this video. Maybe we'll touch base tomorrow if there's anything happening at Walmart. I'm guessing there is. If everyone else is, kind of take your pick. Get the best deal at all the stores. Okay, and tomorrow the deals start actually later on tonight. In under 6 hours and counting, they will have some deals. So you know what the best part about this? Get my shadow. We don't have to, if we make a decision, we have time. First of all, we have time. Second of all, you know, if I bought something tonight, like it doesn't matter what happens on Prime Day, it doesn't matter what happens the rest of the Circle Week or at Kohl's. Now Walmart, this is crazy. Look at how long the legs are. I'd be out of the game. There wouldn't be any more, you know, anything to look at. I'm not out yet. I haven't bought anything. I'm not going to do it tonight. We kind of have, you know, the consumer kind of has the last word here on, we're going to find the best deal. I'm going to find the best deal if I decide to buy this week or if I wait. Nonetheless, I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. There's my feet. Now, after I moved Shinku Hadouken in here, we did have that open spot here. Just kind of sitting back here. This is one of my favorite cabinets because of the games list, because of the world map on here, the globe. It's a special cabinet to me, and even though everything on here is on my deluxe, you know, when I stream, and you know, we just did Turtles the other night, it's Golden Axe, I have so much more room here. When we do beat 'em ups, I might just kind of go to this cabinet and just kind of set it up here. It's a lot more comfortable than being kind of crammed. I don't want to get rid of this cab. I like the way it looks right here. It sits in good. If I shift everything over just a little bit more, I think I could squeeze in the cabinet I was gonna sell. Just trying to hold on to it just a little bit longer. I think I could fit it, but when the ALP comes, when I make that decision, something is gonna have to go. But until then, might be sticking around. I do have another incentive at Kohl's that I forgot to mention when we were there. And on top of that, I find this morning, which kind of triggered this whole thought process of $15 Kohl's Cash, valid today. So the start of the 3-day going on to the end of the month. So I could use this towards it. So we're talking with everything. You factor in the rewards, you factor in the Kohl's Cash, after taxes, after everything, roughly about $5.70, I want to say. So that's what it would cost. Like, is it worth it? Is this kind of like one of those it was meant to be things? So it's kind of factoring in everything along with everything happening. We'll see what Prime Day, reveals tomorrow along with Walmart, but Kohl's might be the best option. Not only that, I get this $5 Kohl's Cash. Unfortunately, it's not valid until after the 3 days. So the 10th through the 8th. So no matter what I would get, I could take this and add it to those rewards. So it's something else. So let's say I went to get the jacket, I went to get a sweatshirt, and I was a little bit short. At least I can add this $5. So I mean, just kind of throwing everything out there. Otherwise, maybe I just buy the jacket. Maybe I just wait on Shaq. But I get 2 days to just kind of think it over. But nothing here is going away yet, and we might put something else here. But when the ALP comes, and if Shaq comes, if we do go with that, the countercades are, I know they're kind of goofy, but I want to hold on to them. I bought them 2 different times now. I have the stands, plus I have the Evercade coming, and that's why something like, look at Loki in her leap here. That's why something like the iArcade, the MVSX are off the table, because I don't want to just have Arcade1ups. I want to have something from every company. Yes, I got to get an At Games, but I have so many Arcade1ups that when I do have to sell something, it's going to have to be a 1-up, but it's not going to be this cabinet. She gets footprints, paw prints everywhere. Are we going downstairs now, Loki? We have another shot to do in the basement. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I just never felt like it fit. I once had Turtles in Time right here. My last Turtles in Time that I sold because I thought I had kind of an online issue going. Turns out I think it was fine. It was just kind of, I think it was my network. And it didn't fit down here either because of Blitz and the OG NBA Jam, not the Deluxe. I didn't have the Deluxe at the time. Putting Marvel vs. Capcom 2 down here because I didn't want to part with it when I took it out of the arcade. It just doesn't have that sports look. That's why Golden Tee is here, and that's where it was going to go. I'm going to move this upstairs. I think I could squeeze it in, but after that, it might have to be the one that gets sold. If it comes down between this and Shinku Hadouken, even though I have 3 Street Fighter 2s, I don't play this one a lot. Am I just going to keep it because it's Marvel? That's what I've been asking myself. I don't have to make a decision yet, but when the ALP is purchased, if Shaq Jam's purchased, then, and here's the thing, is with all the buttons that light up here, the same thing with the Golden Tee Midway. I thought, do I get rid of Blitz then? I don't really want to get rid of Blitz because it's Blitz. Like, I have so much nostalgia for it, but I keep 2 NBA Jams, plus the countercade. Like, there's questions that have to be answered, but I don't have to decide anything tonight. I will say though, because the litter box is down here and I do have one of these dusters, these things, no matter what I put down here, I have to maintain, I have to remember to dust these, because just a little bit of time, Loki, these things get really dusty. If she tries to jump from here onto here, that's going to be the things she must do during the day. Yeah, the plan is Golden Tee right here. This is going to, oh my gosh, she's going to do it. This is going to go upstairs temporarily. We'll see how long I keep it. If it was you, what would you do? Would you take advantage of the points? Would you use the 3 times rewards, knowing that one of these would have to get, would have to get sold? And which one would that be? Would you keep? There's nothing wrong with the Deluxe. I want to state that there's nothing wrong with the Deluxe. It's just not an XL. And it comes down to, that is my gripe. Otherwise, it's a perfect cab. I kind of feel like they knew they were going to come out with the NBA Jamcade, the Slimcade, when this was out. And like we bought into this, and then they're like, okay, here's another one. I guess it doesn't make much difference if it would have been an XL instead of the Slimcade, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all of that. Regardless if I had an XL here and I had an XL here, something would have to be done to Blitz then. It would have to get built up a little bit. It'd have to be a bigger monitor that goes in. Like there's work to be done. It's not just Shack Jam investing and putting more stuff into it. It's kind of a chain reaction. Then Blitz has to get a bunch of stuff done to it. And then we'll always have that reminder that I have the Vault from my NBA Jam right here. Like, am I really going to get rid of it? Again, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a perfect cab. And for the most part, Shack Jam is not what any of the other XLs is. It doesn't even have the grills up here. Like, you'd even have to put those in. It doesn't have the coin doors. A lot of questions. Nothing has to be answered tonight, but just kind of throwing that out there. It's one XL I don't have. It's Shack Jam. Do I do it? Do I part with one of these? We'll see you guys tomorrow.